Hello, I'm very excited to be sharing with you this simple exercise that catapulted my healing of my inner child. My name is Valerie, and I healed my inner child abandonment wound, and looking back, I deconstructed it, and there's really 3 steps to the healing. The first step is awareness of your inner child, awareness of the wound. And this step is important because when the inner child wound is triggered, it takes us over like we're possessed. And so when that's happened, we only see through the lens of the wound. And the wound says, it's happening again, I'm unlovable, I'm afraid, whatever it is. And the wound looks externally for someone to be that healing balm for it. And so being able to be aware, my wound is triggered, my inner child feels rejected, again, whatever it is a process of you disengaging and detaching from identifying and becoming the consciousness of the wound. So it's a huge first step. And I was stuck in step 1 for decades. I knew I had an inner child wound, and I knew when it was triggered, but okay, what do I do? What do I do with it? And so I would be like, okay, to my inner child, do you want to have a sundae for lunch? You want to go get ice cream for lunch? Or, oh, do you want a piercing? Well, she was too young for a piercing. My wounded inner child was about 7. But I would start jumping through the hoops. A puppy, when you have a crying, very upset inner child, just like in waking life, if you have a screaming child, you want them to stop. But the inner child lives in our unconscious. And this simple exercise is powerful because the unconscious speaks in symbols and feelings. And so you'll see some people, they'll suggest, well, you need to talk to your inner child. Well, the inner child be like, what you talking about? You gotta come at it with feeling. You have to come at it with symbols that resonate. And so this exercise has both. And without further ado, at 2 minutes and 45 seconds, so you can come back and replay it if you want at that point, let's start the exercise. Okay, just take a deep breath. And we're going to go into our inner world. And I want you to focus your attention on the top of your head. And there's a soft white light coming in through your crown, through your scalp, into your skull, into your brain, this soft healing light. And it goes down through your face, and your facial muscles are beginning to relax. On your neck, the white light diffuses down through your shoulders, and your chest, and your upper arms, through your elbows. All tension melts. All the way down through your hands and your fingers. Through your abdomen and your hips. The white light keeps going down through your legs and your knees and your calves and your ankles and your feet, all to your toes, even the tiniest toes. And now that you are relaxed, remember a time when you were a child and you felt the pain of your wound. And notice where you are, what's going on, if anybody's there. And feel what you were feeling as that child. And I want you now to enter the scene as who you are today. You're walking into that scene, and you walk to the child, to you. And I want you to give that child what they need most in that moment with your heart. You can hug the child and just feel the warmth. You can tell the child, I'm here for you now. I'm here. You always have me. You're not alone. You're special. You're beautiful. You're loved. And you hug them, and you feel them start to relax and feel comforted. And you just sit there and be present with them, totally focused on them. And you have such a nice cuddle, and it feels so warm, so sweet. And now you hold your child's hand and you ask them to come with you. And you walk toward this beautiful waterfall fountain. And it has a circular edge all the way around it. And you and your child, you go sit at the edge of the fountain, and you take off their shoes and you take off your shoes, and you both put your feet in the water. And your little child starts laughing because the water is so cool and refreshing. It's just a delight. And you both kick your feet in the water and laugh and play in the water. And it's such a wonderful, happy feeling. And you look at your inner child, and it seems that your inner child has forgot about what they were upset about. And you can stay in that moment. And you look around the fountain and you see that there's other people there with their child. And we're all there together with our child, laughing, kicking our feet in the fountain. And you can stay there as long as you want. And anytime you feel the pain of your inner child's wound, you can repeat this exercise. I will see you again soon. Sweet dreams.